Random to join.
So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? I'm your gracious co-host, Jay Stokes. I'm waiting for Jay Random to join the podcast right now, but he is not here, so we just got to keep the show rolling. So this is Atypical Voices in Our Time, a.k.a. AVIOT, the official podcast of Chemistry Productions. That's spelled K3MISTRY. Chemistry Productions is a media education company. So, I just seen Jay Random buzz in. Jay Random, I'm going to put you in right now. We have an audience. Hello.
Howdy, Jay Stokes. Okay, now you hear me?
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, I hear you.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Jay Stokes in the house. Jay Random. Sorry, I'm running late. I got other stuff going on. Sorry about that. But I called in. So what's going on, man? It's what I missed.
Nothing much. I just introduced the show, and Blog Talk is acting crazy as usual. And obviously, Blog Talk is
sorry about that
because Jay Random can't even hear me. Okay, so
you know what? Sorry.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It was just a big pause.
Okay, sorry about that. My Bluetooth kicked in. Sorry about that.
Okay. All right. Here I am blaming Blog Talk again.
Again, right? See, Blog Talk gonna shut us down, man.
It's all right, man. Listen, I'm gonna keep on talking smack till they get their act together. It's whatever. So I guess we'll start off. Well, what I want to start off with is talking about the month of October. For those of you who don't know, is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. On our Chemistry Productions Tumblr page, you can see that we've been posting different stories about different people affected by domestic violence every day. A lot of times, domestic violence is used synonymously with intimate partner violence. So let me just give you a quick quick explanation of how the two are different. Domestic violence pretty much applies to people who are cohabitating or living together who are intimate partners, whereas intimate partner violence can be between a boyfriend and a girlfriend, a boyfriend and a boyfriend, a girlfriend and a girlfriend, what have you. So these two people don't really have to be living together under the same roof. So that's the difference. But we've been posting stories about different people being affected by domestic and intimate partner violence every day. And exactly. I know I had a schedule where I was like, we're going to be coming out with articles every Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. So I have to apologize for everybody out there. My bad. I've been trying to keep up, but it is a lot of writing. And as I've said time and time again, we are very understaffed here. So I'm doing all this writing and then trying to balance my regular life. Obviously, Chemistry Productions, we're trying to make this a full-time occupation. But for now, we got to have other jobs to pay the bills. So, Jay Random, just let me know, let the audience know about your day, and then we're going to get into the topics.
Okay, my day was cool. Short day, half a day for me, so it wasn't too busy like my other days. So it was a cool day. Like I said, a half a day, came home, did some stuff around the house, and then did some stuff around the house like painting, as you and I said. What's it called? My projects. So did some projects.
Projects. Yeah, that's what happens when you're a homeowner. Everything turns into a project. Oh, I'm painting. It's a project. Oh, I'm redoing my floor. Project.
Well, that's next.
Yeah, exactly. So the title of today's episode is called Battle of the Sexes, and we've decided to title it this episode because after this recent confirmation of Justice Brett Kavanaugh into the Supreme Court, it seems like, Justice Brett Kavanaugh, it seems like the country the country's always been divided, but it seems like it's even more, there's more tension in the air. And this time it's between the sexes. But just to put a quick plug with domestic violence in the mix, just so you know, even though domestic and intimate partner violence usually has a woman as the face of it, I just wanted to let you know that 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have been victims of some form of physical violence by an intimate partner within their lifetime. So even though it seems that it's a problem that mostly occurs in women, it actually occurs in men at pretty high rates as well. So the sexes aren't too far apart as people originally thought. So, Jay Random, I just wanted to get your thoughts on this Brett Kavanaugh situation. How do you feel about his confirmation, and where do you think the country's headed now?
Well, how do I feel about his confirmation? Well, just like last week, like I said, I'm not surprised it happened. I'm not surprised when I was watching Vice News, I think last week. And
Jay Random cut off. Jay, you there?
it was so similar that I said, you know
Jay
what,
Random,
this guy.
Did you know you
Okay,
cut off?
I'm sorry.
You got to repeat that again. Yeah, you cut off.
Sorry about that. So I was saying was, so which part did I call off at, or do you want me to start all over?
Just start all over again.
Cool. I stay in one spot because I'm on the cell phone. So like I was saying was, I wasn't surprised. This case reminded me so much of the Clarence Thomas case that I knew he was going to get in. And that was the sad part, because him getting in, to me, just displays once again how backwards we are as a society now, and how the Republicans, they just, and I'm calling out the Republicans because they're the ones that voted for Kavanaugh, so I'm calling them out. So I'm not getting basher, I'm just saying. But I feel like the Republicans just didn't care. They wanted who they wanted, and they didn't care by any means necessary. I think only how he would have not been nominated, or what is it called? The word. Help me out. Yeah, nominated, right? Appointed. Only how he would have been appointed if they caught him on tape. We all know that this happened such a long time ago. No one even had any, cell phone like we do now. So they already had it in mind who they wanted, and no matter what was said, he was going to get in. So I'm not surprised. I think it's sad, though, because a lot of people in high-power places resign from their positions. And, I remember a lot of Democrats had to resign because of allegations. Because we're saying, go, you gotta resign. But when it came to this, they were like, hey, he didn't do it. Or that's such a long time ago. Are you sure? There was more questions when it became one of their own. So sad.
One thing I must say.
What's up?
About Dr. Ford. But one thing I must say about Republicans, though, the Republican Party as a whole, even if they have their grievances or differences with one another, they stick together, and they stand on their principles. That's one thing I can give them a lot of credit for. They stand on their
Democrats,
principles.
they're losing.
Yeah.
The Democrats are doing a bad job.
For everybody out there who's listening to this podcast, just know that Chemistry Productions is a bipartisan company, so we don't align ourselves with anybody. Yeah, we do not align ourselves with not bipartisan. I meant apolitical. We're apolitical. Sorry.
Apolitical. Thank you. Yeah. I knew what you were talking about. Sorry about that. That's how I corrected you.
Huh?
That's how I corrected you. Sorry about that. I knew what you were talking about. That's why I didn't.
Yeah. Chemistry Productions is apolitical, so we don't take any side. We just take the side of the truth. So that's what we go.
Truth.
Whoever we feel is shifty, we just gonna go against them.
Exactly.
So
there you go.
But one thing that definitely did come out of this, and they're talking about gender, they're talking about, women aren't believed and this and that. But what people fail to realize is the key person who decided this was a woman, Susan Collins.
Yes,
from Maine.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. What is it, Representative Susan Collins from Maine? I think. I think that's her official title. So, I mean,
and you heard what she said? It was amazing how she was like, I believe this happened, but it wasn't him. I was like, whoa. Yeah.
Senator
surprised.
Susan Collins. Senator, not representative. Senator Susan Collins of Maine. Sorry about that. Senator Susan Collins. I just had to get the name right, her title right. She said she empathized with Dr. Ford, who was the woman that took the stand against Judge Kavanaugh, but she said at the end of the day she doesn't believe he did anything.
Yeah, No. Yeah. It wasn't him. Mistaken identity. Don't you love how they use it when they want to use it?
Yeah. So, I mean, you can say, oh, women, this and that. But at the end of the day, I truly believe it's just all about power. It's not about men or women. It's just about, I want to be in power. And Senator Susan Collins chose the side of power. She wants to be in power. And for those of you who don't know, the U.S. ambassador for the UN, Nikki Haley, resigned. And she said, a U.S. ambassador for the United Nations, okay? So for people who don't know what UN means, she said that she feels the United States is respected. Countries may not like what we do, but they respect what she do. Yep.
Bullshit.
So, and she's a Republican as well. Yeah.
We're not
Republican
respected.
as well. And, yeah, so it's like, it's all about power at this point. So people can push this gender or battle of the sexes nonsense, but at the end of the day, it's all about who wants to be in power. So if you do not recall, I'm just going to make you aware now, 53% of women voted for President Donald Trump. 53% of white women, I should say. 53% of white women voted for President Donald Trump. So obviously, this is a power game here. This is a power game. So
53%.
A group wants to be in power. And it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter who they confirm. They just want to be in power. That's the moral of the story. So you can scream from the mountaintops. A lot of groups are screaming from the mountaintops, oh, we need to believe survivors. They're going against women. But it's like women are going against women as well.
Yeah, and you know what? And to be honest with you, we got to start looking at this. What is going on with these 53% of women that's voting for Trump?
Women,
is it because their husband?
White women, not
white. Okay, white women. Is it because of their husbands? Like, it's kind of crazy.
But remember, 53% is a large percentage, and that's over half of the white women that voted in the election. So even though Hillary Clinton, who was running against Trump at the time, got the popular vote, still more white women voted for President Trump. So that means that white women down south and white women in the north and in the west and in the east, they contribute.
Oh, in the north,
so
you better throw that in there. You better throw that in there.
Yeah, and the north. So I can't really say it's just because of their husbands. I really think that they believe in what he says. They believe in what he said, and they believe in his ideology. I mean, I'm not going to be the moral police and say whether or not his ideology is right or wrong, but at the end of the day, these women believe in what he stood for.
I believe it's wrong. Okay.
Shut up. No, your phone's breaking up. Say that again.
I believe.
Dang, Jay.
Totally. You hear me?
Yo, yeah, stay in one place. Can't hear you.
Dude, I am.
Yeah, you keep cutting in and out. Weird.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, all that I was going to say was that I do believe that his morals are twisted, and he's all about fear-mongering. Because the reason why I'm also not surprised that Kavanaugh won was because he was stressing to white women, he sure wasn't black women, watch out for your sons and your husbands. And, he was basically fear-mongering.
True.
Telling white women, hey, listen, you need to be careful because if Kavanaugh doesn't become Supreme Justice, guess what? Your husband can be next. If he ever looked at a woman sideways, it's all fear-mongering. So it's sad, but...
Okay. So with that being said, I have to throw this into the equation because I never told you about this story yet. I know we usually talk about the stories before we get on air, but so I think, all right, so listen to this story right here, and let's try and connect it to what Kavanaugh was saying in terms of the fear mongering. Okay. So, a wide receiver for the University of Wisconsin named Quintez Cephas, he was just charged with 2 counts of sexual assault on. He was charged with 2 counts of sexual assault. This is this is an older story. I thought this was a newer. Well. It's just I'm just finding out about this today. So he was charged with I think the case is still ongoing, but whatever. Anyway, so this
you're doing a Jay Random, FYI.
You said what?
I said you're doing a Jay Random, by the way, FYI. Continue.
Yeah, I know I'm doing a Jay Random. Yeah, I'm like bushmouth right now. Anyway, so Quintez Cephas was charged with 2 counts of sexual assault back in August. Okay, I just got my hands on this story. I guess it resurfaced again. So these 2 counts of sexual assault. Listen to this story, Jay Random, and I just want you to hear me out before you give me a reaction. Basically, what happened was he took 2 girls back to his room, and they had sex. And what they are claiming is he sexually assaulted both of them at the same time.
What? He sexually assaulted both of them?
They're getting him on 2 counts of sexual assault, 1 count of second-degree sexual assault of an intoxicated victim, and 1 count of third-degree sexual assault. They said that he assaulted both women on the same night. When he brought them both back to his room, and they had. Well, yes.
And what color was the women?
My assumption is white, but let me double check that, because when I got this report, the story's still going on. Okay, cool. The story's still going on. When I got the report, they said there were white women, but I have not I have not definitely found their race, but that is my assumption based off of what everybody has been saying.
Okay.
So I just wanted to get your take on that. Okay, so I just wanted to get your take on that, because when Brett Kavanaugh was saying this could happen to your sons, like you can do something, your sons could do something, and then they can later come back, like the women can later come back and try and get them on like sexual assault or something like that. I just wanted to know what's your thought on this story, and if you think it kind of helped Kavanaugh's point when he was saying these things.
Okay, well, I believe that it can happen to your daughters. And okay, this is my thing. So the case is still going on right now, right?
Yeah, he can go to jail for as much as 40 years based off of these charges.
Okay, so this case is going on right now, and he's guilty until proven innocent, right? So we already know there's something wrong with this picture, because the Kavanaugh situation, it was innocent until proven guilty. So the sad part about this whole case is, yeah, you're right. Watch out for our daughters and for our sons, our fathers, but we all knew that was only pertaining to white people. And let's call a spade a spade. It's only pertaining to white people.
I'm listening. Listening. You know me. I was hijacking the past. I'm trying to keep it simmered down today.
No, seriously, when Trump speaks, Trump is not speaking to us. He doesn't care about us, because Trump is petty. So what I mean by he's petty is he knows that we didn't vote for him. And it's not the fact that we didn't vote for him because we don't like him. We didn't vote for him because we knew, and we still know to this day, that he's not qualified. He's fit to be a TV star, and that's about it. So we already know what's going to happen with this black football player. He's going down. They're going to find him guilty, and the sad part is, no, hope not, but we all know that that cry for this could happen to your sons and your fathers and your uncles and your loved ones that are males only apply to white men. So I would like to see if the defense of the black football player uses that line and see where it gets them, because we all know yeah, because we all know it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So how do I feel? I feel sorry for the guy if he's innocent, but we all know that he is guilty until proven innocent. We are always guilty until proven innocent. And this is another sad case of justice is not equal. And that's that. It's not equal. We all know it's not equal, but it's nothing worse than a smack in the face when we see and we are told that it's not equal, because, this is two cases, not one. This is not like the Sacred Heart case, because with the Sacred Heart case, that happened when the girl had sex with two football players and later on said that they raped her. It was found out that she was lying. So unless the defense can somehow maneuver and find out and get them to confess that they're lying, if they are lying, then he's guilty, because that's what happened to the football players in Connecticut when he went to Sacred Heart. They both got expelled. They were proven. They were guilty until proven innocent. And it took them a long time. It took them like 2 years to be found innocent. And I truly believe that once the victim started blaming the cops, telling the cops they're lying, she never said that, I think her whole case was blown up. It wasn't the fact that the black guys told her, you're lying. I think when she just kept on lying and now try to lie on the cops, that's when it was like, okay, forget it. She's guilty. we can't protect her. She turned on us. So, yeah. So we are always guilty until proven innocent. And it's a sad thing. That's sad about our justice. They always scream equal, 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 but we all know it's not, because, we'll see how this case, how long has this case been going now? Or for a year, you said?
Well, it was, the report I read was in August. So August. This is happening. Yeah, this is happening since August.
And when they say sexually assault, I don't mean to be graphic, but they mean rape, right? Okay.
I looked up both of the definitions, and second-degree sexual assault is when someone engages in sexual contact with another person and they know that the victim is mentally incapacitated, mentally disabled, or physically helpless. And third-degree sexual assault is when a person over the age of 18 is engaged in sexual penetration with another person who is over the age of 14 and under the age of consent, which is 16.
What? They're different. Whoa, that's disgusting. Yeah. So I like to see how this case will play out, but this particular trial, but I don't know. It's kind of tough too, I think.
It is tough, and I just have a hard time wrapping my head around how you sexually assault two people at the same time. Like, this is the first time I've heard that before. You sexually assaulted two people at the same time. Because they said
it can
at
happen.
The same night. Huh?
It can happen. If the prosecutor can assassinate his character and somehow found out that this happened prior to these two cases, then he's in trouble. Number one.
Okay,
Number two,
so,
if all these women, what's up?
So let me add this in there. He asked both of the girls to kiss when they were together.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so that I guess I'm not providing enough context. So yeah, so he asked the two girls to kiss, and then they found a text message that one of the women sent to him for a vaping device that he left at his apartment, and she sent him a heart and a kiss emoji.
Wait, whoa. That sounds like a rape victim.
I know.
Okay, nah, this is BS, man. Come on. This is BS because when I think about athletes, when I think about cases like this, I'm thinking about serial rapists, allegedly, Ben Roethlisberger, allegedly, because he's never found guilty. But we all know. Come on, hey, listen, allegedly. But we all know. Come on. I mean, this dude got caught, busted twice in clubs raping women, and they brushed under the rug so smooth, and then he all of a sudden turned around and got married. Like, wait a minute, did you marry one of the rape victims, or who is this girl you married? So, I mean, listen, when it's all said and done, that does not sound like a rape victim. This sounds like a Caesar sorry case, because that emoji text message alone is telling you nothing went down foul, and nothing went down that they didn't want. You know how many times in college, too, and this happened in college, right? You know how many menage a trois happen in college? Come on. The only thing this is doing now, really, let's be real, I know you spoke about this previous shows, is that this is now making men second guess what should they do and what they shouldn't do with women. I even heard on Vice News, that same episode that I was watching about it has something to do with sexual assaulted women. One of the women was saying that men should start asking, like, is it okay if I kiss you? Is it okay if I touch your leg? Is it okay if I caress your hair? Well, what the hell is that about? You don't understand how much, think about it, Jay Stokes. That's come on. Imagine if you got, an aggressive woman. You're like, hey, do you mind if I kiss you? She's like, this is a lame ass dude. Hey, do you mind if I caress your back? Hey, do you mind if I lean in and stroke your hair?
I'll be the laugh.
But no, seriously,
dude,
this is what one of the I know this is what one of the people. But this is what one of the females actually said. Hey, I rather you ask than assume. Like, what? Now we gotta start asking. Like, do you mind if I put this condom on? Do you mind if I enter you? It's like, what is this? Like, okay, guys, we got to do better. I understand we need communication, but we got to do better. And if something falls, and if a relationship or a sex act falls by the waistline, is whack, it is what it is. If the guy's bragging about you, guess what? Pick better men. If the female is talking about your penis small, guys, pick better women. Like, we have to pick better partners. I think that's what we need to do. We need to go back to courting our mates.
Right.
Learning who they are. Because let me tell you something. Everybody, you can tell the truth about everybody if you just sit back and watch. Be more observant. Be more analytical in who you're dating. Because I think if we do that, then we don't have to start going with this PC. Do you mind if I kiss you? Do you mind if I stroke your back? Hey, do you mind if I reach over? I'm only grabbing the fries. I'm sorry I touched your boob. I mean, what are we doing here? So I think us as a society, we have to go back to the basics. Learn your mate. Know what your mate like and don't like. And it's okay if you don't have sex on the third date. It's okay. That's why they make vibrators. And I'm being honest when I say this. And this is why they make toys to crave that urge for when the time is right. Then that person is the right person. Seriously, man, I'm telling you. Seriously, we have to go back to the basics. Because if we don't go back to the basics,
I definitely agree with going back to the basics, and I really put a lot of emphasis on media nowadays with how they keep promoting sex. You got to have sex. You're not a man if you don't have sex, or you don't have 50 girls. Girls, be sexually liberated and sleep with 100 people. So it's like, because we have a culture that promotes just sex all the time, that's what's kind of doing away with this courting stuff that you're talking about.
You're right, So, hey, real quick, the number to call, if anyone's listening, I know you are, 646-668-8888. 83398. Give us a call. Battle of Sexes. Women, men, whoever, call. We're definitely, chime in. Let us know what you think. If you have an opinion, we'd like to hear that too. But yeah, so I feel sorry for the guy, but I would like to know. I would definitely. We should definitely keep up on this case to see how this case goes, but it doesn't look too good. And the sad part is people are going to ignore the evidence. And I think that emoji alone is telling you it didn't really go down the way that they claimed it went down. For anything, I'm thinking that they probably had sex. They had a menage a trois. He probably recorded it, or if he didn't record it, then somehow the next day he treated them like they were scumbags. And they were like, no, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't feel that way. So to men and to women, guys, there's a way that you let people know their position. And dogging them out is not the move anymore. No one is tolerating being dogged out. I think a lot of these cases are people getting in their feelings, people being disrespected, and they're quick to scream rape instead of saying, you can't treat me right. I don't appreciate that. Because if you scream, you didn't treat me right, I don't appreciate that, no one listens. But if you scream, you know what? He raped me. Boom. Microphones in their mouth. Everyone's listening, and that's not it. We're grown now. We should know the difference between rape and bad sex. We should know between the difference between a booty call and rape. Sometimes don't be mad at yourself if you're a booty call.
Right. And another thing that should be said, we're definitely not a PC podcast at all. And another thing that should be said is,
yes, we are, because I can't curse. I'm just joking.
Okay, fine. Curse if you want. Fine. But people need to start taking personal responsibility for their actions. And that means women too. Like, you got to start taking personal responsibilities for your actions. I empathize with anybody who's been raped or truly sexually assaulted, but I always ask this question, if people are held accountable for drinking and driving, how are they not held accountable for drinking and having sex?
Exactly. Let me tell you something. Seriously, all jokes aside, this right here is the rule of thumb. If that person is not your mate, meaning that's not your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your partner, okay? So if they're not either three, okay, then having drunk sex is not the way to go. If they're not your mate, your partner, or your significant other. Because, let me tell you why. Not saying you can't be raped by your partner. Not saying you can't be raped by your significant other or your boyfriend or girlfriend. I'm not saying that. But I think a lot of the times people are getting drunk and having sex with randoms or having drunk sex with hookups. So no one knows the next person's chemistry. No one knows the do's and don'ts. Definitely do not know the do's and don'ts when you're drunk. So I think people need to stop having drunk sex with randoms. That's it. Stop it.
I agree.
If you stop having sex with drunk randoms, I'm pretty sure the rape cases may go down. Because once again, I'm not trying to say that your significant other can't rape you, but it's more than likely I can't. I mean, I'm pretty sure it does happen, but the percentage is so low. I'm pretty sure the percentage is higher for randoms than it is for your significant other. And once again, definitely. You don't know that person. I'm sorry, what's up?
Right. No, I was going to say, and another thing, like, it's going to sound like victim blaming, but this applies to both men and women.
Not at all. We're not. Yeah.
Stop putting yourself into situations where you can be harmed, okay? This is different from, you shouldn't wear miniskirts if you don't want to be raped. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't wear a miniskirt and go into an alleyway at 3 o'clock in the morning by yourself and expect to be okay. Like, there is such thing out here as pure evil. There is such thing out here as wickedness, and you just got to accept that. Not everybody is going to What? Or what?
I was gonna say, or if you do go in that alley, make sure you got your can of mace, because there's some creeps out here that are lurking.
Yes.
So Jay Stokes is not, and he already said it. And let me just put a disclaimer: he is not victim shaming. What he's saying is use common sense. Common sense will get you out of a lot of jams.
Right.
Common sense.
Like I remember, I was taught when I went to college. I was taught by my aunts. When you go to college, if you get a drink and you put it down and you walk away, don't pick up that drink again and don't drink it. Don't do it.
The phone broke up. The phone broke up. The only thing I heard was put the drink down.
I said my aunt said that when I went to college as an undergrad kid, they said if you get a drink and you put it down and you go someplace and come back, don't drink that drink. Leave it alone.
Exactly.
Because someone could have put something in there. So, like, if I were to not listen to them and drink it, I have no one but myself to blame if something happens to me. That's not victim blaming or victim shaming. That's on me. I should have known better. I should have had better sense. Because people
I agree. That's not,
are not
and,
nice
you know what?
out here.
Exactly. They're not. And once again, you're right. That's not victim blaming. What you're saying is use common sense. And I'm sorry if someone may feel some type of way, but I'm telling you, common sense will get you out a lot of jams. And we're not trying to tell you to walk around being nervous, but come on, have a buddy. Have a buddy when you go down that alley. And have a buddy, number one. And number two, if you're that drunk, catch an Uber. Seriously.
Right. Well, Uber drivers are raping people too, though. That's the only problem.
Well, in that case, then guess what? Have your mace with you. It's only $15 for a pack of two on Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon, we're promoting.
Yeah, you're
right. You know, seriously.
We need some sponsors. We need some sponsors.
Exactly.
We only got on one commercial.
Exactly. But so no, definitely not victim shaming at all or blaming. But what we're doing is we're saying, nowadays we got to use common sense. First of all, we shouldn't be that drunk that you are blacking out. It's never that serious. And if you're that drunk and you're blacking out, you should at least have two friends with you. So, I mean, I don't understand where this buddy system is falling by the wayside. If you come in with 5, we leave with 5. That's it. We leave with 5.
Well,
so if one, what's up?
Well, everybody's over here trying to get theirs and trying to have sex, so they don't care about their friends.
Well, then guess what? That's the problem. You got to have real friends, because real friends ain't letting you go with that person. A real friend, you got to go there with your cock blocker friends. You know, those females that they ain't getting none, so you ain't getting none. So they looking at you with the arm crossed at the party, looking at you all sideways like, no, girl, we gotta go to work. It's Sunday tomorrow. We gotta go to church then. Girl, I'm going to church. Well, listen, we just ain't messing with him. That's the type of friends you need. Seriously, but you're right, though. A lot of women nowadays and men, they all trying to go out on a prowl. Like, I know when I go to the clubs, I hate going to clubs. I hate going to – now, granted, I say all this, and next week I'm going to be partying like a rock star. But that's different. That's my birthday. I got to celebrate, you know what I'm saying, with my little brother and, friends and family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I hate clubs because the guys – be on the prowl, and women be on the prowl too, because let me tell you a funny story. Let me tell you a funny story. And so one time, me and my buddy K, I'm gonna call him K.
Alias?
Yeah,
okay.
Me and K went to Don Cold Key in White Plains. So it's me and K, we chilling at Don Cold Key, crowded, lots of women up in there. So I'm chilling and dancing. So these 3 women come up, and they ask to dance. And I looked at them, and I'm like, nah, I'm okay. I don't want to dance. And they was like, come on, it's her birthday. I was like, I'm good. Nope. You could dance with him. You could dance with Kay. So Kay looked at me, was like, word? You ain't going to dance with them? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I ain't dancing with them. I'm cool. So to this day, he always crack up like, yo, Jay, I tell everybody how you turned down those 3 women at the club and how they was begging for you to dance with them. And you was like, nah, I'm straight. I'm good. Nah, man, you ain't going to never catch me. Yo, you never catching me listen, can't nobody ever tell my significant other, my wife, oh, I saw Jay Random at the club popping it. And nah, son, not me. Listen, if you need a wall held, look, if you need a wall held up, I'm that guy. I'm holding up the wall. I'm in the corner. So I say all this to say, I'm not the creep dude. I'm the dude that's chilling, waiting to go home. But there'd be some creeps up in there. And now what a lot of men do, they love to grab women. Hey, shorty, come here, shorty. And then they get mad when the females don't want to say anything.
But you know the thing, though? The thing is, while women don't like those behaviors from guys, some women do like it. And that's what causes guys to keep doing it. Guys wouldn't do something if they weren't given the green light by some women. So,
but you know the sad part is? But you know the sad part is? We only need 1% out of 100, and we happy. Meaning, if we only work 1% out of 100 times, we think they all want it. They all want this. And it's like, nah, son. That's 1%. Good luck trying to find out 1%. Exactly. It's just that one. And they don't get it.
No, good point. Good counter.
You know us. That's all it takes. She batted her eyes at me. She wanted it. And she'd be like, nah, I had something in my eyes. I'm sorry. I don't know you. Like, girl, you called me over here. I'm sorry. I got something in my eye. Because that one time that girl batted her eyes, he came over there. He got it popping. Now he's like, yeah, okay, I'm waiting for him to get a cat call. Nah, son. Nah, it ain't going to work like that. Oh, man, yo, this right here is a funny show. But, yeah, once again, anybody want to call 646-668-8398. Give us a call, let us know what you think. So, what else, Jay Stokes?
Well, what you were saying kind of got my attention in terms of this, I guess, this movement that kind of failed before it even took off. There's a movement called Him Too. And I was like, oh, man, they co-opted our words.
Yes, they did. We was He Too.
Jay Random and I, we had an inside joke called He Too. But it was about something. it was about something unrelated.
Unrelated, but it was real. Basically, let me give you a little contents of it. So basically, with He Too, we basically showed we were going to, but we never ever moved. Our grassroots just stayed at the low level, never went anywhere. But we were going to show women that, you know what, you talk about us, you are just as bad as we are. So what we did was we used to screenshot a lot of women, like, say, for instance, remember that singer? His name was not Mario, but Sammy. Yes. So Sammy. He used to be a singer back. Yeah, Sammy. He used to be a singer back in early 2000s. He's older now. So Sammy's older now. He's buff. He has a beard. So now he's trying to come back out. So Sammy was working out. And, he screenshot himself working out with his beard. And the women was like, ooh, let me put mine on your face. And they were just like going, like, they was like being disrespectful, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And so you and I remember you and I with a screenshot, like, see, he too. Like, men are, like women are creeps too. It's not just us. Women sexual harass men too. It's not just us.
Yeah,
but we get it more on a joking
tip. They're not as blatant as we are.
Yeah, or sometimes, because when they said let me sit on your face, we know what that's about.
Yeah, true.
Exactly. So, but you're right though. So, but ours is more on a comic relief. So, we really wasn't going to take it anywhere. Yeah. But, but it was just funny how this what's it called? He Too?
Him Too.
See, the name already is trash. The name is trash, and I'm pretty sure you were on.
Sounds better than Him Too.
Yeah, Him Too sounds bad. Him Too sounds like What About Me? No, we weren't saying What About Me but okay. He Too is What About Me, but not really I'm the victim. Just ours is more on, hey, you do it too. So what are we doing here?
Exactly.
What's the conversation about? Let's be real. That's what He Too is more about. Like, you do it too. You do it too. We just don't complain about it.
Right, and there was no sexual assault or rape involved in that, so it wasn't
not
serious.
At all.
It was just a comic, like Jay Random said, it's a comic relief. Yeah.
Comic relief. That was
we had your wife rolling her eyes for days with the screenshots you were sending her. For days.
Like, he too.
Like,
exactly.
He too. But with this story right here, it was a mom that posted a picture of her son and saying he graduated from Navy boot camp or something, and how he's afraid to go on dates because he's afraid that he's going to be charged with sexual assault or something like that. And then she put him too, and people started clowning him and making fun of him because of that. But he wasn't on board with it. It was just his mom putting that out there, saying he's a great guy and he can't find dates because he's afraid that someone's going to accuse him of sexual assault. And hey, my mom was being crazy and I don't support this at all. So she was trying to start a movement, but the movement failed before it could even start.
And it should have failed because, let's be honest, you and I, we're both in a relationship. I'm married. You are in a long relationship, a long committed relationship. So we both have someone. But if we were single, if I go on a date with a female, okay, by the end of the night, you can tell if she wants to kiss or not. So you kiss her, right? Within a month, we may have sex, right? We probably already know by fooling around that how how they like it or so. So only thing I'm saying is I don't agree with people when they like the mother talking about he's scared because he don't want to get. No, what are you doing? Like, are you trying to stick a gerbil in her ass? Like okay,
yeah, right,
in her butt?
Jeez,
you know what I'm saying?
Jeez, graphic much?
Like, what are you doing? Like, you showing up the first sex capade with 2 12-inch dildos? Like, what are you doing? Like, yo, if you just having regular sex, it shouldn't be a problem. Like, come on, man. You know, like, I'm tired of people using the dumbest excuses.
Came from.
Dude, I watched this ER show on Life Channel. You'd be surprised. But I say also say I think people are making excuses, and it sounds like the stupid thing that Kavanaugh was saying. Like, if you are a normal person that like to have normal sex, and normal sex, you still could be freaky with normal sex. I mean, normal sex, freaky sex is still considered that. Non-normal, I think, is that fetish stuff, that whipping stuff, that bonding stuff. That's not normal
BDSM?
sex. That's different. Yeah. So as long as you're having normal
BDSM
sex,
community gonna come after you.
That's not normal sex.
BDSM community, they're coming after you, Jay.
Please call us. We need some listeners to call in, so let's bring it. Come on, I'm ready. Anyway, like I was saying, so as long as you're having normal sex, with a partner, and y'all get each other and y'all know each other likes and dislikes, no one, I believe, will call or accuse that person of sexual harassment or rape. So I think it's all BS, man. Just listen. No one likes your son. Your son may be corny. It is what it is. That's probably what it really is. He's probably corny, man. Especially got a mother like you. I don't want to deal with that. Mother all up in your business.
Dang, man.
Hey, honey. Hey, honey, do you want some milk?
Like, yo, why is your mother still here?
You want me to cook you some dinner?
Like, yo, your mom's is weird. Like, why is your mom rubbing your belly because you sick? Like, yo, I'm not dealing with this relationship. I'm out. This is nasty. This is borderline.
Yo.
So with that, that being said,
oh my goodness.
That being said,
what did you do today, man? Jeez. You have no chill today. Jeez.
Nah, no filter, man. I apologize, man. No filter. But I love this. Don't you love this? Hey, listen, this is the real Jay Random, man. I'm free.
That's very true. Dude talking about gerbil.
Yeah, gerbil and walking in with 2 12-inch dildos talking about I'm ready. Like, who's doing that? Like, come on. That's not normal, man. Like, what are you doing with that? Like, what are we doing here? What's going on here?
Oh my goodness!
you trying to hurt?
Mom rubbing his back.
Yeah,
rubbing his back. My Lord.
Yo, man, listen, some bad mother. What do you call those dudes? Mama boys. Oh.
Mama's boys.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mama's boys.
Yeah. Bad mama boys, man. I see them, man. You be like, damn, son. I know a few. You like, yo, you still living at home with your moms? Grow up, son. But yeah, so on that note, yeah, so I'm glad the him too died because it was whack. You know, seriously. He too is popping. Anybody use He too?
Yeah, He too is popping.
Yo, He too, we coming for you. Anybody use He too, we coming for you. I'm telling you, straight up. Yo, Jay Stokes, we gotta handle that.
That's ours.
That's us.
Yeah, that's ours.
Us.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta document it. What's today's date?
Yeah,
the 10th, October 10th, 2018. What? Second time you heard it. We said it back in September.
That's
but,
right.
Yeah, so
better not use our word. He too is for us.
Yeah, He too, all day, every day.
Brother, all day, every day.
All day. But yeah, so to recap, let's talk about the stories that we talked about. So we talked about the Brett Kavanaugh. I'm not surprised about that. I feel sorry for the doctor. What's her name again? You know her name. I forgot her name. The doctor.
Christine Ford, Blasey Ford.
Yes, I feel sorry for her.
Ford, I think. Yeah.
Yes, I feel sorry for her and her family because she did a brave thing. She did the right thing. And now her name is always going to be...
She's going to be another Anita Hill.
Another Anita Hill. Yes. And I feel sorry for her because she did the right thing. And the only thing that's going to do is now... I think him becoming who he is so high up and her becoming who she is now, meaning he's now on a pedestal and she's now the bad person. So in so many ways, I feel like only this is going to do is probably make women now become silent again in rape cases, and that's not right. This is not what we wanted to do as a society. And our president, he's not fair, and he's not right, and he's a petty president. And all I can say,
I will say that, very petty.
Yes, and all I can say is, listen, 2020 guys, let's get out and vote, man. If you don't like who's in from the Senate to our well, we can never get rid of our Supreme Court. So from our senators to our president to our cabinet, whoever. If you don't like if you don't like who's in there, you gotta go out and vote. We all have to get out and vote. 2020.
Wait, that's 2020?
We have to.
That's 2020.
2020. We have to get out and vote. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to get out and vote. Fast. Yeah, we have to get out and vote because, I mean, this president so far has been very divisive. He has he's been splitting this country apart, and he's making it all about him. He is all about him. It's not about us as society. It's about him.
One thing I will say about this presidency, it brought out to me the true nature of this country.
Yes.
You mentioned splitting us apart. I think we were already split to begin with, but it just wasn't overt. It was covert. So people were split, but they just weren't vocal about it. So now people are being vocal about it. So now if President Trump is to lose his position and we're to get a new president elected, what's going to happen is now we're going to start looking at everybody that was pro-Trump, and we're going to be like, now we know who you are.
No, they're going to go hide.
Like the alt-right.
They're going to go back in hiding. They're going back in hiding.
You think so?
Dude, that's what the Germans did when they got invaded. You remember? They went into hiding. What? They took those swastikas off and them coats and tried to blend in with the Jewish people. Nonsense.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What? And listen, we're not laughing at the situation. We're laughing at how we're saying once they realized Hitler, the fall of Hitler was over. I'm sorry, the reign of Hitler was over. Oh, they took the coats off and tried to blend in. I mean, not to this day, but I think, oh man, remember you always watch the news in the early 2000s.
No, there's still Nazi
sympathizers.
There's still Nazi sympathizers. There's still Nazi sympathizers out there.
They are, but what I mean though, there's not too many of them that's still alive that were around with Hitler time. That's what I meant. Because a lot of them, they found them. They were tried, found guilty, But it's just funny how they took off them coats and tried to blend in, and it was like, nah, son, I remember you, you know. So that's why and that's what we're gonna do. If he, for some reason, it's not elected, we got to keep a mental note who was screaming and doing all this rah rah on Twitter, Facebook, IG. You got to pay attention to him, because now they're going to go back into hiding until someone else comes out that's spitting their or believing their views. But no, they're going to go back and hide him. Why would they not? They can't. They got nobody to back it up unless the new president would back them up. So, you know. But, yeah, so listen, this was a good show, man. I enjoyed the show tonight, like I enjoyed all the other shows. But, yeah, so Brett Kavanaugh, him died. Me too. I feel sorry for you because you got to regroup.
Like
you got to regroup.
Yeah,
they got to regroup. They got to regroup. They got to regroup because this ain't looking too good. But that's all right. They took on a lot of people. They could just stick to entertainers. Seriously, there's a lot of dirtiness, a lot of couch.
Well,
a lot of couch.
They really took down. Only one entertainer they really took down, and that's Cosby, because it looks like Weinstein is going to get off.
No, what? Wait a minute. Why are we talking about that? What are you talking about? We talking about Willis.
Yeah. It looks like Weinstein is going to get off. There was a new day. I'm actually looking it up as I'm talking to you right now, so I can give you the actual factual. All right, so it says Weinstein due in court as Judge Moll's motion to dismiss case.
What? Wow.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
Harvey
something.
Weinstein is doing. Okay, what's up?
I was about to say, if he gets off, man, it is going to be so ugly for Me Too. And a lot of people are going to be like, ooh, what about Bill Cosby?
Well,
Bill Cosby was dirty.
thing. I was listening to this podcast, and they were saying for all of the people, for all of the black people who have been cheering on Bill Cosby going to prison, what do you get out of this?
You know what they get out of it? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only assuming they're getting the pain. They're getting, it's like the OJ trial. Okay? For all the black people that were found guilty but that were innocent, for one that was found innocent and we knew he was guilty, we win. So for all the uncles and the fathers and the brothers and the cousins that molested these women that never seen a day in court, exactly. So that's why they get their win. They get that. So it's not really it's not about Bill Cosby. It's about the victims and their I'm sorry, not offenders. What word I'm looking for? Perpetrators, yeah, sorry. And they're perpetrators that got away because of they never said anything, they were too ashamed to say anything, or something happened. But if they did get in trouble, they didn't get in trouble for what they did to them. So he's just a poster child for all the men and all the, for all the people that did wrong to others that never seen a day in court. That's what I think. That's why a lot of people are actually excited. I could be wrong, but
we need
how it is.
Episode. We need another episode to unpack this because we're about to cut off in a few. But listen, everybody out there, K3MISTRY. Check us out on YouTube and Tumblr. Jay Random, you got anything else to say before I sign off?
No, man. I just want to say to everybody, next week, Wednesday, we are going to have a pre-recorded show because I will be in Vegas.
Hey,
or we probably won't.
His birthday.
Yes. You know what? We should do a show in Vegas. Nah, we'll be too busy.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
All right, y'all.
Yes.
Out.
Hey, everybody. Yo, Jay Stokes. I love you, my dude. Good show. And we'll see everybody next week, Wednesday. Or, we out. Peace.